Wow, look at that skyline. It is the 21st of September. Summer is nearly over. We've got to take advantage of this weather because it's probably the hottest weather we're going to see in 2019, or what's left of it. I will be going as far south as Rutland Water. I'm heading out on a 300-kilometre ride today from North Lincolnshire. So it'll be an out and back style ride. Get down to Edith Weston, I think it's called, and then head straight back north again. This will be for me my longest ride since Paris-Brest, Paris, just over a month ago. In fact, this time last month I was on my final day of the race back to Paris, or more precisely Rambouillet, where it was held in 2019. It doesn't seem that long ago I was making my way to the ferry across to Dover, actually going down to Paris itself to get ready for that ride. So time really does fly, which is why I am out today, because there probably won't be any more warm weekends like this for a long time, till next year. So if you look at the side over there, 1.5 miles from Misterton, so I am on the border of Lincolnshire and Nottinghamshire. It still surprises me how far north Nottinghamshire reaches, to be honest. But yeah, we're heading to Gainsborough, which will mean we'll be back into Lincolnshire for a good portion of the ride really. It's mostly a Lincolnshire ride. Lincolnshire, Rutland, Nottinghamshire. A glorious morning, just down the side of the River Trent at Gainsborough, on the footpath in to the town centre. It's not really for bikes, but the alternative is a dual carriageway and a very busy road, so until they put a cycle lane in, this is the safest place to be. So, while I am stopped here, first thought to speak to you about Paris-Brest, Paris, because it just clicked in my mind. Thinking about today's weather actually, it's 150k into a headwind, 150k back on a tailwind. So for those of you that watched the Paris-Brest, Paris video, wow, we've had lots of views in the last month. It's been about 3,000 views. It's pretty amazing for somebody who's been doing this for a year now, and I only really do it for my own amusement, but over time it has evolved to more than that, and you know, I hope what I do sort of inspires people out there to get on their bikes and just go somewhere. Anyway, so the headwind thing, yeah, for those that did watch the video, the first control stop was at Villiers-Jules. It's about 200k in, 215, 16, something like that, and all been into headwind. And there's a banner in the village before, and it said Brest is on the horizon. And at that point I sort of had a bit of a mental breakdown and started crying. You don't actually see it in the video because there's a big smear on the screen. I hadn't cleaned the camera, so I'm sure there'd be less of you watching this one now, so I don't mind admitting I did actually cry a little bit at that point. I came into the control and had to wipe my face because of the realisation I still had like 400 kilometres to go into a headwind, and I started thinking negative thoughts like I wasn't going to finish this damn thing. And as it happened, on the way back the wind turned around and there was a headwind for most of the way back as well, but not as bad, but it was still a headwind. So like 1,200 kilometres of headwind. Yeah, so I think that's probably explain why the rate of failures combined with the cold evenings, that's probably what was responsible for that. But for me, luckily, I just got through it and managed to finish it. The second third of this ride is quite possibly the hilliest section of today's ride. Around Rutland and that part of Lincolnshire, Stamford Bridge, that area. And it will be hilly up to about maybe Bawtry at the furthest point north, and then I'll be coming through Thorn back into Eland in North Lincolnshire sometime, don't know, maybe 9 o'clock. So once again I found myself on the NCN 64 taking me into the centre of Lincoln, although I'm doing it west to east for the first time. Very quiet as normal, just people walking dogs, a few owners about. Glorious countryside though, still looks like summer, not a hint of autumn. Well, I'm just going along the Lincoln Waterway, be pulling off at Oshenborough, I think it is. As you can see, I've stopped outside this place here. Lovely sunshine on my legs. Getting pretty warm though. It's 130 kilometres in. I've just stopped just to stretch my legs really, stretch my back, take a bit of weight off my back. I've got my rain jacket stuffed in my back pockets and it's starting to give me a bit of a backache. And it reminded me when I went to France, I did Paris-Brest, Paris, and I barely carried anything in my pockets. Didn't have any back problems whatsoever. So did right there, did right. Okay, I'm just coming up to the halfway mark here at Rutland Water. I'm just on my way to Western actually. There's this little shop there and definitely need to stop because I'm out of water. So it's just under 2 miles away. I've just drank my last bit. It's really lovely and warm though. I need to get some drink, grab a sandwich, something to eat for the way back. Well, as you hopefully just saw, Rutland Water is now behind me, which means hopefully I've got a bit of a tailwind. I'm just coming up to a little village called Tay. It's only one Tay, but then it'll be straight on to the windmill after that. Find out if she's open or not. Why is the windmill a she? So I'm here at the Locatia Wylam windmill. Just had a nice pot of tea and a lovely bit of cake. I was feeling quite hungry actually, even though I've eaten not that long ago back in Western. But got about 5 hours ahead of me, so just don't want to be stopping on the way really. So yeah, probably going to get back about 9:30, nearly 10 o'clock. So yeah, better get moving. But look at that sky, that's amazing for September. Well, I just went down a fast descent. It's probably one of the fastest descents I've ever been down. Got up to 73 kilometres an hour, which I'll be checking later what that is in miles per hour because it was really fast. And there's a little kink in the hill where there's a bit of debris on the road. I was like, shit. But anyway, just edging my way up towards Beaver Castle now. Beaver Castle. Let's have a look at the elevation together, shall we? Well, I'm slowly creeping my way up. 6% gradient at the moment. So I'm going to put you away and see you at the top. Well, I'm glad I just put the camera away when I did because the gradient just descended into double digits, so that was good timing. So I'm just heading towards Beaver Castle now. Been this way many times. Right, it's a good look down into the estate gardens itself. Look at that view. So I'm just descending towards the entrance now. If you know this area, you better to work out which road I'm on. And I think my route basically at the entrance, I'll be turning left and coming off the hills there. Still in Nottinghamshire, just going through a little village called Ossington, edging ever closer to the of South Yorkshire. Look, still clear skies, beautiful evening. Well, hello folks, and here I am. It's the following day after the ride, one of my usual locations for filming these kinds of videos. Finished the ride yesterday on time. It was about 10 o'clock by the time I got home. No mechanicals or anything like that. It was very cold. I stopped off about 9 miles from home in Thorn. Went to buy a pizza. I was absolutely famished at that point in the ride, so I stopped there probably about 9:15. Had a pizza. Took my time going again. Temperature dropped, but not massively so. I think it's just because I've been riding all day that my body had got used to the warmth of the day. This is often the point in the video where I say thank you for watching, etc. But I'd also like to add today, I hope we've encouraged a few of you to get out on your bikes and go that little bit further, because you never know, you might surprise yourself. I've certainly surprised myself a lot this year. It's probably been the best year of cycling to date. I keep saying that every year, I keep doing bigger things. Next year I've got some goals in mind. I'll tell you a little bit further about those in a subsequent video. Let's just talk about today though. Off the bike today, going to do some pre-planning, perhaps get some dates and some firm sort of commitments to various rides. I'm also going to do a little bit of shopping online. Need to buy a few things for my commuter bike, pair of mud guards. I'm also going to buy a pannier rack from Topic, and I've also seen a matching bag. I think it's the MTX. That's a Topic one as well. They both sit together, and that will allow me to do a lot of shopping straight after work rather than doing it on a Sunday like today. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing today, really. Pre-planning for future rides next year and shopping online for a few things. So yeah, now is the time to thank you all for watching. I hope you do go ahead and set yourself some new challenges, give yourself some goals, go ahead and beat those. Well, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you like to comment, got any questions, put them below the video, and as always, I enjoy reading through those and answering them if I possibly can. From me, take care. I will see you in the next video, whatever it might be. See you later. Bye bye. Oh, just one more thing before I go. I just remembered. This top I'm wearing, the Mount Snowdon top, I picked this up on my trip in Wales, and can I just say I've not had many views on that video, so and it was a bit of a sufferfest. The wedding was pretty atrocious. The weather was pretty atrocious. So I'm going to put a link in the top corner screen. Do me a favour, go watch that and feel a little bit of sympathy for me, because it was a terrible day. But yeah, great climb. Anyway, bye bye.